Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are still in land grab mode, and somehow I didn't notice that there was an ocean world here. We definitely need to consider getting that. That said, we do have this ship over here. I do want to grab this system, but I feel like it's not really worth doing just yet. But that is a colony finishing up over here. It's fantastic. Very happy to see that. That will, of course, give us more population growth, which is very good to see. The Kroll are becoming more militaristic as well. That's fine. Not too concerned about that, but they can do whatever for now until we get the technology that we need to be able to properly uplift them. Or not even uplift them. The technology that we want is covert infiltration, so we need gene tailoring. Okay. Bits and pieces of metal are strewn across M4038's surface, encircling what looks like the hulk of a ship. The wreckage appears deserted, but energy readings remain. We'll research that. Excellent. Now, we are chasing down these guys over here, or we were. Let's go ahead and get them chased down. Excellent. We'll kill these space amoebas. We're going to take some damage here. I don't know if we're going to lose any ships. We did. We lost a ship. We may end up losing another. But probably no more than that. Let's just get these guys taken down. Yeah, we did lose one more ship. Stranded scientist. The wreckage on the asteroid M4038 is the remains of a vessel belonging to a now stranded scientist, Tetrin, identifying herself as belonging to the hitherto unknown Velutarian species. From amidst the wreckage, she somehow managed to contact Chardon, the science officer stationed aboard the GCS Cracked Misfortune, and is requesting to be rescued. She explains that her collision was due to malfunctioning navigational sensors, and that she's been unable to leave the asteroid for several years. She claims her scientific knowledge to be without equal, and that she would be a valuable asset. She points to her survival as proof of that. Sure. We'll let her join, and let's see here. She is skill 6. Okay. Spark of genius and expertise of computing. She's probably better for us than our current physics researcher, right? Yeah, she absolutely would be. Let's go ahead and put her in as our physics researcher. Excellent. Governor gained trait. That's fine. We'll send these guys back to get upgraded and repaired. We will have you come research this project and then continue your automatic survey. Excellent. Now, this construction ship absolutely should be building a starbase right now. There's no doubt about that.
A study has been completed.
Excellent. Moat harvesting traps. That allows us to get... I feel like we should go for barrier point defense, but only because she's a computing specialist. So we can get that substantially faster. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and take this construction ship up over here. And we're going to start grabbing some of these volatile motes, now that we can do that. Is there any others that we could grab? Yeah, we could grab that one. It's a long ways away, though. I think we're just going to do these two for now. We don't really have much of a use for motes yet, but we can start stocking them up. The recent Scientist Edition Tetrin has put her knowledge of technology to good use. Her shared insights have pushed our physics research to new heights. Excellent.
Study has been completed.
Oh, wow. Okay, we got 2 technologies done there. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Ditchram system. They are Gimel engines. Aliens, rather. We'll go ahead and research that. Where is that? I actually don't know. Ah. That would be this over here. Mining drones. Okay, sounds good. We got our subspace sensors. That's very nice. And she also gave us synchronized defenses. Okay, we will happily take 2 physics techs. Excellent. We're seeing additional of those aliens over here. Okay. Among the asteroids surrounding Odin 11F, yeah, I know that's a 1, but I'm pronouncing it Odin, we have discovered an alien ship adrift. It is not responding to our attempts to hail them. If this is due to it being unable to interpret our signal, or some other reason, we do not know. Science Officer Gon recommends that we get a construction ship to tow it out of the debris field. If left untouched, it risks being crushed by the asteroids. A special project has been issued to save the ship and investigate it. Or we could gain some minerals. Where is this? We have 1080 days available. That is all the way over there? I don't know that we get there in time. But we can go do that and then build mining stations here and maybe start using this construction ship to fill in some of these gaps, because hopefully we'll have our borders known by then. That would be the ideal scenario. Of course, we are going to run out of consumer goods soon enough. We're working on it. We have 11 pops here right now. Atmospheric readings from Corinth 9A do not match simulated projections. We'll look into it. Now, what are we currently tracking? We're tracking pulsating stars? Yes. Let's go research that. There we go. More space amoebas here. Now, these are not space amoeba hunters. These are just space amoebas, so I believe they just chill where they are. So that's not a big deal. We've necrophaged some pops. That's very nice. Quite happy about that. Immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Corinth 9A's face. They're cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Chardon is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora, or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Okay, so +3 society research there. We do see that the Klagians are over here. I think at this point, we're going to build our research and mining stations over here, but then our top priority becomes grabbing this system over here, Batrak, because of that size 15 ocean world. So that should be good. That's a 90% habitability world after all. So we'll happily take that. Now we do see that there are 2 locations over here in Mestros, but the Enigmatic Fortress will keep this for now. Those are Arctic and arid worlds anyway, so we're not too concerned about that. I do want to think about outputting a colony ship. We're lacking the consumer goods for it. We can solve that issue, of course. Now we're not lacking the consumer goods. So let's do that, and we're going to go settle this desert world over here. It's not going to be good for our consumer goods, but that is fine. We'll solve our consumer goods issue.
A system survey has concluded.
Excellent. The atmospheric patterns of Corinth 4 are highly atypical for a gas giant of modest size. We'll look into it.
A special project is complete.
Reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves, judging by the state of the processing equipment. The drones possess powerful mining lasers and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile, overtures toward Grim vessels when approached. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the Grim Council. Okay, we'll study them. And let's go ahead and do that. 26 months. Okay. That'll be a while.
Debris has been analyzed.
Excellent. We do have a lack of housing on Canopus Secundus. Now, we're currently lacking some food. So I'm feeling like we put in an agriculture district. That said, these are a wash in terms of housing. So maybe we go for a city district and then an agriculture district. That'll give us 3 jobs, which will put us up to 10 pops, which will allow us to then construct this building. And that'll give us 7 housing. Yeah, this is ideal. This is optimal here. Technically, we probably want to build the agriculture district first, though. Just so that we can offset our food costs a little bit once we get an additional worker there. What we had assumed was an abnormally small gas giant is, in fact, not. Beneath a deceptive layer of thick dust swirling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet. A barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. This has proven quite embarrassing to the astronomical community on Azure Chalice. Okay, 200 experience. We'll take that. Excellent. This science ship is not currently doing anything. I think we're going to continue to have it do these anomalies back this way. I mean, this will probably take, 180 days. That'll take some time. We're not in any real rush to get any additional surveying done over this way, though. So I think we're doing fine on that front. We are going to have enough influence to grab Weimel soon enough. We absolutely want to grab these 4 so that we get Batrack ASAP. Because we're seeing that they're probably ahead of us on this if they're going for it. What kind of worlds do they like? That's a tropical world. Okay. So they like tropical worlds. They're maybe not going to go for it. They have a mega structure. Mega art installation. Okay. That's kind of lucky for them. It'll be ours eventually. Not concerned about that one. Oh, well. So much for their science ship. I like it. We have managed to get these volatile motes. And I have no idea if we're going to get up here in time for this project. Probably not. Well, actually, this is only 1 construction, right? Yeah, that's 1 construction. We may get there in time. We'll have to see. So our agriculture district here finishes up. Wonderful. And we have 2 available jobs. They are farmer jobs, and then we're going to have an additional clerk job available. So that is completely fine. We are still working on building a mining station here, and we may have a couple more yet. Yeah, we absolutely will have a couple more mining stations yet to go. So we're going to make some progress on our influence. I definitely want to get this starbase queued up, and after that's done, we'll see what our influence is like to see if we want to push down here ASAP. We'll also keep an eye on Vilth to see if they push into that or not. I mean, the ideal scenario would be that we cut them off here by taking both of these, but it's a little unlikely that we managed to do that. Our colony ship is now done, and we're going to go ahead and utilize the world over here. We'll colonize that. Yes, it is terrible. We are aware. Habitability will have to come up. Now, I think we've also not colonized Gothra. So we may actually want to do that one first. That one's closer. Let's go ahead and colonize... Nope, not Primee, just Prime. We'll go ahead and colonize that one as well for now. And we just need to wait on some alloys and... I mean, we'll need to buy in more consumer goods, but that's okay. We're going to be maxing out our minerals incredibly soon. Actually, let's go ahead and dump a few minerals. There we go. Excellent. We've detected life signs coming from somewhere beneath the barren and lifeless surface of this planet. What manner of organism could possibly live there? Well, we'll research that. We also completed ocean ecology management, so that's great. What do we want to go for next? Food from farmers? Planetary capital? Both of those are very good. Further advancements in capital buildings and influence gain. Yeah, we'll go for colonial centralization for right now. I also want to go through these worlds and see if we've got any tile blockers that we can clear out. We don't have the tech for noxious swamp clearance. We can go ahead and do that, though. Excellent. These impassable mountains are pretty expensive to clear out, but let's get those done. Wonderful. So yeah, I think once this construction ship gets this last volatile moat over there, then we'll start working on filling in some of these gaps. We're starting to know where our borders are going to be. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close. Okay, the Kroll are becoming more spiritual. That's nice for them. How long do we have to get here? 400 more days? I think we're okay on that. Life signs have been detected coming from inside the atmosphere of this gas giant. Could it indicate the presence of some kind of biosphere? Probably. It probably could. The fact that we've got an Ether Drake and an enigmatic fortress right here, that's kind of interesting. Our mid-game is going to be a little spicy. That's probably for the best, though. We've discovered a thriving ecosystem in the upper atmosphere of the gas giant Shara 4. Massive floating creatures having evolved bodies filled with lighter-than-air gases follow the wind currents and feed off the energy released by the gas giant's frequent lightning storms. These beings in turn support colonies of smaller animals that prey on atmospheric plankton and each other. +3 society research over there. Okay. We'll take the society research once we grab that.
A system survey.
So we are currently moving over to here. That is good because our influence is getting up there. We need to get this influence spent down. What is this construction ship here doing? Heading to Vilth. Okay. So they're going to grab Vilth. That is a potential issue for us. We have to get Batrack. Well, we don't have to, but I would really like to get Batrack. They have another colony ship, or rather another construction ship coming up this direction. Which way is it going to go? It's just going to the star for now. Okay. It's building something here. Just a mining station for those energy credits. Well, we'll start surveying Vilth. We'll know what it has once they build their station, though. Or rather, their starbase. So we want to immediately build a starbase over here, but we're lacking the influence to queue it up, obviously, because we would be skipping. Okay, so yep, there's Vilth, and we can see they're getting some decent stuff out of it. It's not a great system, but it's okay. Okay, so first off, a small docking hatch leading to the interior of this asteroid is visible at the rim of a small crater on its surface. The hatch was likely concealed once, but it has since been exposed by micrometeorite impacts. We'll research that. The drones and their tireless, endless work of extracting ever-diminishing resources from their local planetoids make for a somewhat dull but nevertheless informative subject of study. In fact, mining networks on Azure Chalice could stand to learn a thing or two about maximizing mineral extraction rates while conserving energy. Additionally, we've found that the drones are not completely silent. They emit signal pings, although extremely infrequently and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. If there's anyone left to receive these pings, may be a mystery for another time. Okay, we'll take that mining station mineral output, thank you very much. Bumps us from 168 to what exactly? We'll find out once the month tick happens. Okay. Oh, you should be researching this probably first. Let's go ahead and have you research that, and you can immediately come over here and build a starbase. I would love to get Batrack. Okay, their construction ship just moved away. That's good for us. This asteroid appears to have been used intermittently as a base by a band of alien pirates, roughly 1,000 years ago. A small boarding party entered the base and managed to recover their abandoned treasure hoard. It consisted largely of stolen trinkets and artifacts, but some of it appears to still be of value. Okay, we're going to gain 500 energy credits and a minor artifact. That's not too bad, we'll take that. Our economy is a bit dire right now, so getting the extra energy credits is nice. Currently gaining 4.14 influence per month. And we're going to be starting this starbase presently. There we go. Excellent. How are we doing on Azure Chalice? We currently have a clerk job and a miner job available here. So these civilian industries are both maxed out right now, so we're not going to be having our consumer goods coming up at all until we get Sredma Prime expanded here, which will be in 3 more population. Okay. Once the ship drifting by Odin 11F had been towed out of the debris, oh, we did get there in time, we could send in an away team to investigate. It's a murder scene. Only one crew member has been found, a long-eared amphibian biped who appears to have been stabbed repeatedly. The ship is, by the death of its crew, up for grabs. It is fitted with very efficient thrusters, the structure and design of which are beyond us at present. The vessel is not armed, seemingly having been used as a transport for important personnel. Repurposing it into an exploration vessel would be a minor undertaking. However, if we instead deconstruct it and study the engines in greater detail, we could maybe capture some of its genius and translate it into practical improvements for our fleets. That's what we're going to do. 10% sublight speed? Yes, please. Fantastic.
Vessels have been refitted.
Okay, so the Troubled Armada is good to go again. We do know that there are some space amoeba hunters over here. We know that there's some mining core over here. I think we're just going to make our way back out over this direction with our fleet, and we'll start working on clearing some of this out. I think we can get away with building the mining and research stations here. And there's an anomaly here. We'll go ahead and research that. The only reason we're building mining and research stations here... Oh, pops have been necrophaged. That's nice. The only reason we're building these here is because we're lacking the influence to push into Isval. But as soon as we have that, we'll push in there for sure. Chardon now has a meticulous trait. Oh, nice. On the crew's arrival to Dwumgar, they were able to confirm that their sensors were indeed malfunctioning. The good news is that not only were their initial estimates for the star's energy output grossly understated, Chardon seems to have learned from past mistakes. Okay. So we're removing the +2 physics and we're adding +8 energy credits. Fair enough.
A study has been completed.
Okay. So you can go back to... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to go back to automatic exploration. Wonderful. The GCS Ghosts Within Ghosts crew is reporting that they found something spectacular on Delphine 8A. On the surface lies traces of an explorative expedition of another civilization. Left behind are some well-preserved documents and artifacts. The proposed action by Chief Science Officer Rogon is to send the text findings to our homeworld for translation. There's also the possibility to sell them off to a private investor. Well, I mean, that's 500 consumer goods, but I would rather translate it. Long-term choices are almost always better in these games. So we will do that. And we also are not researching anything in engineering. Being able to exploit rare crystals would be nice. At the same time, engineering research upgrade is hard to pass up. That won't be as beneficial for us right now, but again, it's a long-term choice. Excellent. How are we doing on this construction over here? Okay, we're getting the volatile motes. Let's go ahead and abandon the rest of this for right now, though, because I want to immediately move over this way. Yep, that's fine. I want to immediately move over this way and claim this system. We do need to extend our deal to the curators. Wonderful. And we will come back and get these systems filled in a little bit later. But I really want to get Batrak, if we can. That ocean world would be great for us. What is this? Barrier point defense? Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and grab... Ooh, speculative hyperlane breaching. It's a rare tech. We gotta go for it. So now we're going to be a little bit short on influence for a while before we can get Batrack. But hopefully we can grab that away from them.
An unusual phenomenon.
Okay, we have this anomaly. We'll go ahead and research this. The planetary body Bakramar 1 appears to be covered in some manner of grayish substance, possessing strange properties and varying metallic composition. We'll research that. We also currently have unemployment on Belgium Prime. Now, this is an alloys world. We have some available housing. Let's go ahead and put in a mining district. This is not to increase our mineral income, but rather to offset the eventual cost of this world. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, hopefully, we'll get Batrack. We'll have to see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time as we continue filling in our borders.